instead of all this stuff going on. The man was kneeling for 30 seconds on a Sunday. He's not disrespecting the flag. He's not disrespecting the flag. He's not disrespecting the flag. And for those, if you took 1 second to Google why is he kneeling, Google it, 60 minutes in, he was kneeling because a Green Beret white Army veteran say Kaepernick was sitting at first. He said, Cap, I'd rather you not sit because I believe that might be disrespectful. I would prefer you to take a knee. Could you please take a knee for me? I repeat, a white Army veteran, Ranger, they believe Ranger Special Forces, Army veteran, asked Kaepernick to please, instead of just sitting on the bench, could you please show some kind of reverence and take a knee? Did you want to look that up? Did you want to ask me questions about that? No, know what you did? Disrespect the flag, disrespect the flag, disrespect the flag, disrespect the flag. That's not changing the narrative. We're talking about disrespecting the flag, disrespecting America, and all this stuff. Well, if you want to talk about, oh, my grandparents fought in the war. Well, some of my grandparents fought in the war too, who looks like me. You know what happened when they came back? They still was in segregation when they came back. You know what they had to do? Still sit on the back of the bus, take that doggone uniform off. We don't care that you went and fought. Now you're back. Welcome back to all the crap you've been treated to. In the army, some of the militaries was still segregated, depending on which state you was in. So don't talk to me about that. Don't get me started on that. If you will keep it real, keep it real. Now, people fought in this war. This is the thing that tripped me out. They try to make it a black and white military thing. Y'all don't respect the military. Shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up. And this thing about the black or white who try to mislead with their assumptions. African Americans make up 12% of the population. African Americans make up 12% of the population, but make up 40% of the military. I repeat. African Americans make up 12% of the population, but make up 40% of the military. So that's cut the crap with the what's the word they like to use? The trick break word. What's the trick word they like to use? You don't have no we'll say country pride. I can't think of word I'm gonna use. Oh, I'm just proud of my country. Y'all you're just trying to bait words. You're using one word to mix it with something else that you really want to say. So that's keeping 1,000 now. So that stopped this narrative. They unpatriotic. That stopped this narrative. Like I said, we African Americans make up 12% of the population, but make up 40% of the military. Explain that. We unpatriotic. That's the word. We unpatriotic. Y'all don't get it. You don't understand. My granddaddy fought in this war. Well, God dog, my granddaddy fought in the war too. My biological father, Marvin R. Bright Sr., was in the military. My stepfather, George Washington, was also in the military. Don't get me mixed up with that. And ask them how they feel. My granddaddy was in the military. My great granddaddy was in the military. I wonder what's his story? You know what I'm saying? So guys, do not yet appreciate that Austin. See, look, Austin on here. That's one of my white brothers. And let me tell you something, guys. This is not a white and black thing. Let me tell you something, guys. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I can count them. I know right now, on my hand, count them right now. I know 4 or 5 white guys. We might not agree on one thing, but I know how they feel about me. 4 or 5. I can't speak for all of them, but 4 or 5, I know how they feel about me because we have real conversations. And guys, sometimes these conversations get uncomfortable, but it is called a conversation. That's how we get mixed. Because right now we fear each other, and you know what happens? The media uses the same fear to create this divide. Because think about it. Because if you don't read, they use Kaepernick as a divisive tool to separate. They're using this thing as a divisive tool to separate. My question is, do you think it's right or wrong? Do you believe what happened was right or wrong? And if you can answer that, that's all I want to know. Yes or no? I don't want to hear I want to hear about nothing else. What was happened to George Floyd, right or wrong? Can you answer that? Was it right or was it wrong? If you can answer that, and see, that question will make you look in the mirror at yourself. Question. And I also see a lot of people on here that I'm disappointed with. Some people are saying things just to create chaos or create some form of tension or create some form of division. Right now, this is the time where that person that you know to ask them, hey, why do you feel like this? Come on, guys. Do not let them do this. Do not let them change the narrative. Do not let the media change the narrative, guys. And if you find yourself changing the narrative, sometime just shut up. It's okay to not have an opinion. Oh, it's okay. I never say that. Always have an opinion. You never want to let people switch your thing. But sometimes keep your thoughts to yourself. It's okay to keep your thoughts to yourself. If you feel like, you know what, if I say this, I'm gonna let that ride. If you know you're saying it, you know what, I don't care. Yeah, they killed them, but what I gotta do is steal out of Macy's. Why are you worried about Macy's? It's funny how people care about things that has no concern. It's funny how a person making $25,000 a year worried about Walmart. It's funny how a person making $20,000 a year worried about Target. Now, if they were to say those looters were, man, they went inside those places and they beat up the employees, they harmed the employees, then I would be more acceptive of your, not criticism, of your opinion on it. I'll be more acceptive. Like, man, why did they go in there? Why did they mess with those people? They did it to buildings and things. Building and things. And why are you so worried about it? Because you have the illusion that it is you. It is not you. They don't care about you neither. Wake up, y'all. And the perfect example was one of the eggs. I'm not sure what city. I'm not going to lie and say I know what city. The guy had a bow and arrow. He was attacked for yelling all life matters. He has the option to yell that if he chooses to. And he yelled it because he knew it would create some kind of chaos, some kind of feedback. So when he was interviewed, they asked him what happened. He said some black guys jumped me. And you would think, oh, if you just saw just that clip, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, that sounds about right. All these rallies, all these black folks out here causing chaos, they will get jumped. The video came out. He got jumped by an all-white mob. Video came out. He got jumped by an all-white mob. So if you can look, because you get one or two, if you got jumped by an all-white mob, why would you say you got jumped by 2 or 3 black guys? Why? Why would you say that? Because you're trying to cause the divide. Stop it. Stop causing the divide. Let me tell you something, guys, and I must say this. For all these racial tensions, and this is going to sound crazy, and this is going to be a clip. Much as it sound crazy, for all this racial tension that's going on in the world today, it seems like right here in God doggone South Carolina, we might have, with some deem, I'm not using racist, we might have some might deem we have more prejudiced people. We have less issues. Seems like, because the ones who feel like that, they feel like that and they still to themselves. They don't try to co-mingle in, and then when things get mad, then it explodes. That's not how it works.